I get sent way too much stuff. We've got bikes, we've got skateboards, we've got bikes, we've got bigger bikes, we've got other gadgets, but I'm not gonna complain. What's in here? Oh, this looks interesting. Right, it just kind of fell out of the box. Oh, interesting. Look at those tyres. I like this whole micro mobility thing. This looks bad, boy. That is a proper solid board. You've got the rear mounted motors on here as well, belt driven, which I always kind of like, I think is better than the hub situation. That is heavy. That's got like that's got a serious battery pack in there. Electric skateboards are potentially dangerous. Don't perform any stunts or dangerous manoeuvres on the skateboard. I like the fact that it hasn't got sandpaper grip tape on it, so that you can slide it around on the floor and it's not going to scratch anything. That's one of the issues with conventional grip tape, is it scratches everything, especially when you put it in the car. Got some accessories and stuff, pretty neat. That's the controller. Most of these sort of skateboards are coming with little OLED displays on the controller now, which is good. That feels quite nice as well. So you can actually see what's going on the display. Charger for the charge lead for the remote, obviously. And yeah, also they're using these sort of 3-pin connectors as well. Some other little Allen keys and bits and pieces in there. But yeah, pretty minimal. How much power have we got to start with? Hey! Well, the board's fully charged. The remote has got a couple of bars. This is going to be good. I've got a feeling this is going to be good. This kind of controller I've seen before, actually. You got 4 levels and this one ain't got a turbo, but 4th level. This is going to be fun. This is a beast, guys. I'm liking this. It's just a little bit smaller than like a mountain board, but you can feel that it's got some kind of suspension on it. Obviously from those tyres, those wheels. That is a smooth ride. So yeah, I'm going to get the 360 camera out and do some proper shots on this, but this is easy to ride. Could this be my new daily driver for... It is seriously easy to ride. But I'm literally obviously doing this holding the phone. It's handling all the bumps really well as well. I was going to go in, but I want another go. What I'm going to try is taking it over there, because it's a little bit more like sort of off-road. Right, check this out, look. I'm not worried at all, like literally apart from like if there was a really obvious big hole in the grass, it feels like it's just gliding over this, which if you're used to riding sort of like normal electric skateboards with normal wheels, like you'd be like, no, it'd be like so sketchy. I'm sorry guys, I did want to do a proper video with a proper camera, but I'm just using my phone right now, and look, I'm just gliding over this. It's absolutely brilliant. There's a little bit of rattling around. I think it's the battery, the way the battery goes in. I'll show you the battery setup, but look at this, the way this works. You've got like a flap there, and then the battery's inside, and that is the battery which you can actually take out. Maybe you can get extra batteries for it, I don't know. I don't know if that's waterproof. I mean, XT90s aren't known to be waterproof at all, but and where the water might get in there, but in general I don't think you'd probably be riding this in the wet anyway, too much. From a standstill then, that's okay, that's on power level 2 as well. Stick it on power level 4. Doesn't really make any difference to the sort of pull away, which is good, but obviously you can feel that torque now. Hey! Oh, the back end. Oh, I love this. You could do quite a lot of distance on this. It's easy to go fast on this thing. It's got a good turning circle as well. Try a little hill test. Right, let's try a little hill test. Rolling start first. I mean, it's quite steep and I'm quite heavy. I bet I could probably do it if I took a run up. It will have a reverse. Right, let's test the braking. The brakes are really good. Look at that, it's stopping me from rolling. I'll let it go. Pretty good. I'm gonna try again, see if I can get up there. Yes! It's gonna do it. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, it's handling that lovely. It's absolutely amazing. Perfect. Right, it's the next day, guys. Guess what? I'm out on the skateboard again. Something interesting I've noticed, just literally just coming out the door and trying this skateboard out again. It's got kind of like an electronic differential. So look, it's basically on this bit of kind of loose, kind of dust surface. If I put the throttle on, look at that. That wheel is literally stopped, and that one's trying to get it out of trouble. And if we actually like put our foot on one side, it's almost like a low down differential though, because I think when you get to a certain point, that wheel actually comes in. So it's pretty clever anyway. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and let you enjoy the ride. So overall, guys, a pretty impressive skateboard. The thing I like about this the most, I think, is the fact that you're not restricted to where you can go with it, because you've obviously got slightly bigger wheels than a normal conventional longboard that would have, but obviously not as big as a mountain board to the point where it's difficult to carry the thing around. It is quite heavy to kind of, lug about. You wouldn't want to kind of, lug it around shops and stuff like that if you wanted to use it as a method of transport. But it's not, it's not too bad. Like, you could just kind of drag it, and that's the thing I like about like these kind of personal transport. They call it micro mobility. Is that it's really good for that. You haven't got to worry about locking a bike up somewhere or worrying about whether you're coming back and the thing's gone or the wheels are missing. Like, you can literally just ride this most places, and there's a real sweet spot, I think, for like skateboards that can do this. Sometimes they're a little bit too small and they don't go over the bumps quite enough. Sometimes they haven't got a long enough wheelbase that it becomes a bit of a pain to ride and you're falling off all the time. But this kind of hits the mark, I think. It's actually really good. It's got loads of power. It's got those kind of double kingpin trucks, which I think they're called. So that adds a lot of suspension. We have to see how long like the bushes last on those, but I think generally they would be fine. Also the tyres, I'm presuming you'd be able to get these tyres. Funnily enough, I have seen these tyres before. Say tyres, but they're wheels really. But I've seen these sort of design wheels before, and I was actually going to stick them on my boosted board. So yeah, that would be interesting. It's got loads of power, more power than you'd need. Probably does about 28 mile an hour, something like that. You don't want to be going that fast on one of these things. It's easy to do it, but if you come off, then you're going to end up with scars. Is it that on? I think so. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Super impressed. You can go on the website maxfind.com. yeah, what more can I say? Great board. Catch you next time.